Well, is everybody? All right, let me drink some water. All right, y'all. I guess you guys aren't going to start coming in until I start talking. I need to go downstairs and get me some tea, is what I need to do. I need to make me some tea for my throat. So my throat chakra has been healing from all of the years and years of dealing with antitrust energy that we've been dealing with, like just in general, like our whole lives. Hey, Sarah Nasud, hello. So, just my little crazy ideas that I thought I would come and share with y'all about love after 40. Or, just love. You don't have to necessarily be 40. You can be a person looking back on, when I first started breaking free of everything, the programming, the indoctrinations. The way that I looked at love was that I wanted it to be an experience that I've never had before. Because to be honest with you, I feel that many of us, even though we thought we were experiencing real love, I think that we actually weren't. And I feel that first of all, we all need like a spiritual reset. I feel that for some of us that, like, here's my whole struggle. I wanted to meet somebody and things just flow perfectly. You know what I'm saying? It just, whatever it takes to make the relationship happen, but instead it seems like you have to go through this judgment, or almost like this thing to where you have to question your whole life previously. And as a woman, you want to be understood. And I think that when it comes to love, you should be in a place on a certain frequency. When you allow either outsiders or either influences to cause the situation to become toxic, I think that's a mistake. I think that if we are all older adults and we've had to go down certain avenues in life, I feel that we should, when we meet new people, the slate should be wiped clean, and it should be that meeting and beyond. It shouldn't be going back to figure out who somebody got pregnant by, why they did it. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I would never, ever, ever question my children. The only reason why I've dealt with any man in the past previously was because my children were supposed to come out of that. The judgment that you face, which is totally unnecessary, because what it makes you do is it makes you say, how can this be actual real love when you question it so much? You're constantly trying to test people and to try to figure out if they're worthy enough to fit into these ideas that you have, when in reality, love is just love. Sometimes it's emotional, sometimes, you know, sometimes it's happy, sometimes it's sad. But for me, the perfect person is going to be somebody that does not question and just understands. That's all I want him to do, is understand, because that is where I am at spiritually. I am at a place of understanding and non-judgment. And I think it's really, really hard and difficult to experience love when you're under that kind of judgment, because at that point, number one, you're not having any fun. You're not helping each other. If anything, you're saying, I am going to question this based upon either the past, or either based upon your reaction of me judging you because of your past, because everybody has a past. But I feel that we are deserving, all of us are deserving of moving forward from our past, and simply to have a past as a woman over 40. And when I first started out this journey, I was in my 30s. All I had to do was have children. And so I talk about this because I want men to understand the significant damage that you're doing when you do that, when you judge women, because we're not judging you. Love is supposed to be unconditional. It's supposed to be blind. You're not supposed to be looking at everything under a microscope and looking for every excuse and every reason why you shouldn't love that person. So for me, I'm very emotional. I am a very emotional person, and I'm not going to ever stop being that person. I have to be emotional about those things because it's important. Otherwise, we're negating away from what is real. I mean, let's face it, love is tragedy anyway, because you love this person so much and you're so attached to them that you know that someday y'all not going to necessarily die together. You have to die separately. They're gonna die one day, and it may be before you, and then you have to die someday, and then you have to deal with this person that you love leaving the earth. So eventually, you're gonna have to leave each other. Eventually, life is way too short. So I just, for me, when it comes to love, and then especially being that when you look back, we were all under control of something else. So for us to, like, for me, I just want a fresh start. I want to be able to experience having children with someone that I am in love with. I have never had a child with somebody that I was in love with when I think back about it. So as a woman, I want to have that experience. I mean, of course, my ex, me and him, we were okay during the first pregnancy. It was intimate sometimes when he wasn't out drinking or drugging, and then people want to say, "Oh, well, they want to judge, like why go into it with all that judgment?" That's what the past wants you to do, instead of being able to experience love with this person and then potentially losing it forever, because the woman has to be questioned about everything, right? Without all of that questioning, if I would have just been allowed to be a woman and to do my work, none of that would have ever happened. That's just like poking a bear with a hot poker and expecting it not to give you a reaction. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it is, Jerry. It is. It is. But we deserve to have that experience other than the nuclear families, because to be honest with you, I love my children. I will, I love them. But I have to say this about our baby daddies and baby mamas. I felt like these children were born to be sacrificed to a system, which was why systematically it was always this thing to where you're a single mom. This is the program. This is what you get. You get the attitudes, even though you have worked yourself into a frenzy because he didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? And you did it by yourself. And then finally, when our kids were old enough, they judged most of us harshly. And it's like, do you not freaking see what's going on here? Do you not see the demon of poverty consistently trying to make children born into this reality? And for me, I want to change it. I will change it. I changed it for myself. I refuse to allow this person that gave me these beautiful babies that were only supposed to be sacrificed to the demon of poverty, and for me to be standing here trying to make a change, trying to make this world better, for me to be standing here trying to do that, and for people to not have any understanding and to tell you you can't ever experience love and romance because you belong to that demon. For me to stand here and try to make the change in my life, and for me to have people purposely try to stop me from doing that, even more validates my theory. I'm moving on. We're in 2015, and people are saying to me and bringing up relationships from 10, 15 years ago that have already passed. And when you try to bring a higher perspective or a higher level of understanding, you're knocked down, you're told that you're stupid, and you're like, look, it is what it is. No, I want it to be brand new. If you are a brand new person in my life, I don't want you to be worried about the baggage in the past. I deserve that. Yeah, I made the wrong decision, whatever. Does that mean that I have to suffer the rest of my life? Does that mean that any of us have to stigmatize ourselves and be stuck like that for the rest of our lives? No, it shouldn't be that way. So, for example, if I would have married my ex years ago, we would have been divorced by now. So, for the rest of my life, because of that, I can't experience anything brand new. I'm supposed to always repeat the same cycle over and over again, and we can't be positive. You can't understand me. It's just blame and judgment and expectations. If I wanted to be in a loveless marriage, I could have been in one, but I wanted to marry for love. As long as you marry for love and you're not marrying for any other reason, then you're good. But I knew that I couldn't marry that dude because I knew that I wanted something different. And they get angry, they don't understand it. And then 20 years later, they're still saying the same thing. No, sir. I have the right to experience a man that's not going to look at me and say, well, I don't know if I can accept you because society and my man's over here told me that I should take you for granted and not appreciate you as a woman because you are a woman. Most of the people that I'm going to meet now, most of the people that I've met in the past several years, I had already had the children and was moving forward, but instead I had to go back and I was supposed to question. I was supposed to question like myself as a woman. This makes me less valuable. All of us are going to meet people, all of us that are divorced and we're over 40, we're going to meet new people. You cannot take that crap from your old relationship into the new one because people want to experience something new. They don't want to say, oh, well, let's go over this over and over and over and over again. What happened with this? And I understand that. But when a person says, I am ready to love you and to be with you, what is it? Is it that you're afraid of something that's never gonna happen? Somebody says, I'm gonna make a commitment to you. I don't cheat. I'm not interested in that. People still looking at the past and saying, oh, well, I don't know if I can trust you based upon people or certain things from the past. I don't know if you can be a good enough woman for me. So I'm going to question you and consistently poke you with a hot poker, like and poke the bear. And I'm going to incite a reaction out of you as I insult you and tell you that I have to make sure, because to be honest with you, there's better options anyway. What the fuck? Hey, sissy, how you doing? No, look, okay, as a woman that has had children and has had previous relationships, yes, I have been in previous relationships. And you know what? I was in a relationship that was abusive because he was always accusing me of cheating because of a certain individual. And I never was cheating. Literally to this day, I have never cheated on any of my boyfriends, but now I want to because all they do is beat the hell out of you to prevent you from cheating when you're not even thinking about cheating. You only want to be with them. You're actually capable of focusing on that one person. But because they have to look at either people, everybody knows a slut. Everybody has a crackhead in their family. Most of us, if you over 40 and you've dated a black man, he's probably either snorted or smoked crack once in their life. I've never done it. So we all have people and things that we may be a little not proud of from the past. You keep bringing it up over and over again. What does this even mean? The perfect relationship is the person accepting you. I love you. Listen, I know that you've got some issues with these folks, but I love you. I'm going to stick by you. Let's go over here and do our thing. I'm really interested in meeting up with a guy that's ready to move completely out of this country. I do not want to be here anymore because of the games and the politics. I don't like the politics, and I don't like the casting system. It is so stupid. It is so stupid. The class system is so stupid. These people act like if you don't come from a wealthy family, you can't ever be wealthy. I don't agree with that. That's why sometimes I would rather just go off somewhere by myself and be alone because I'm so tired of people questioning and prying and prodding and I want to see what you're gonna do if I do this and I want to see what you no, the perfect relationship would be us being together. It's us in our own bubble and we have a baby because I am still young enough to have a child. We have a child. We have a water birth. We bring that child into a situation that is happy and the parents are getting along. I want to experience that. I never wanted to experience being a mother any kind of way. Whether even, you know what, and it's just crazy how they what'll happen is what'll happen is that instead of you being able to have your experience, people will look back and they'll say, oh, well, maybe they'll say things like, well, your other children didn't experience that, but my children experienced love from their mama. Those babies, I swear to God, all of my children, very, very confident. They don't have damaged heart chakras. They mama ain't never done them wrong. Not once. I'm like, and I was very, very, I wasn't the type of mother that let everybody hold my baby. So my children that I had previously were loved just because, I wasn't, the father didn't have it in him to give me what I wanted. So just because he wasn't perfect means that for the rest of my life, this is the only experience being a mother that I get to experience. I don't get to experience him rubbing my back during labor and us having a natural birth. I would really love a lotus birth. If y'all have never heard of it, look it up. It's the best thing for the baby. Very different than these hospitals. I would, oh my God, just the world. Just please don't let me look at it and see. I know I existed during a time where it was not like this. So when it comes to the fantasy of like the Adam and Eve situation, I feel that I've walked as that before, but then again, I've also been on the other end of the spectrum before. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like the healthiest thing. Like, can I please actually move on from the past without having somebody that I love question me constantly about things that aren't even my fault? Of course I take responsibility. However, this all of this is being done systematically. All of it is. So if you know that, then why allow it? Why allow? I would never. I swear to God, is when me and my husband start debating about politics, it's over. It Listen, I don't want to hear nothing. It's me, it's you, it's our babies, it's our love and us manifesting with our love. That's it. I don't care about what Suzanne said down the damn street. She jealous because we're in love. I don't care what this other person is saying. You see what I'm saying? We should be able to experience brand new love too, instead of being traumatized and beaten down and having to prove that we're worthy when we're already worthy. And then that's when I have to question it. I have to say, wait a minute, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that I can be an actual physical virgin damn near? Somebody celibate for 4 to 5 years, that's a virgin. That's a virgin. You stay celibate long term like that, you have purged yourself of every energy or other man that has ever been in your life. And for you to be questioned about that, and even about that, that should be something that, like for me, I did it because, well, first of all, I wasn't sleeping around anyway. Okay. But I did it because I wanted to go. It was a part of my spiritual journey. But now at this point, when it comes to love, when we walk through that garden and that gate together, I just want us to love each other. I don't want you to allow other frequencies that are stupid and unfair. Those things are stupid and unfair. The women being judged for, like, literally, and so at the end of that judgment, now you have to heal this person. And it's just like, why were the wounds created in the first place? My goodness, do you not understand that a lot of us that were single mothers that had to leave the relationship, we already have so many scars. We've already been through enough. What more do y'all need to take this world through? While you're saying that you don't feel appreciated, I don't feel appreciated. Is that my fault? It's not. And I'm not going to take responsibility for what that demon did. I'm not going to do it. I deserve to truly be healed. And for somebody that if a man wants to be with me, I don't want you to question me at all. Yeah, we can take a HIV test if it makes you feel better. You can make sure that I'm disease free. I understand that. But don't, first of all, please don't question my love for you. Like, I could have kept it to myself. And it just, if I would have been allowed to have my new beginning, but that's not what they want. Because you know what? I've been through things the past 5 or 6 years that I have to make up for. It's like I'm the 10 of wands. I have to take everybody's shit, and I'm not going to do it. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna be with somebody that doesn't take responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there shouldn't have ever been anything in the first place. There shouldn't have never been anything for anybody. It's just, you like me, I like you. Let's be together. I don't want to talk about what happened when I had my miscarriage. It was a very painful experience. I was near suicide. So when people bring up my son that I love very much, it takes me back. And I know how to move forward. I moved forward from an abusive relationship. Every day I woke up happy. It was not, I was waking up to a nightmare that somebody was trying to create for me. It was not like that. I was alone. And then as soon as I said, you know what? I'm going to go out there and find love. Y'all scared the hell out of us. Y'all traumatize us. Y'all think that you have the right to do that just because we've given birth. This is sad. And you know what? If it were not for the angels, the deities, the people, you know what I'm saying? The, if it wasn't for that, like, some of us would have probably been done, took our own lives. You know what I'm saying? That's a sad thing to deal with. And you're sitting there like, I'm a good person. I have given my right arm for the people that I love. And to think that people can, like, that judgment, that bullshit that y'all wrote in that Bible is not more important than the people that love you. It's just bullshit. Somebody bitter wrote that. So these men are out here judging us, putting us through hell. And you ask them why. It's because you did something wrong. You did something wrong because you're not a 40-year-old virgin. Jeez, for me to have to sit here as a woman and say, damn, I damn near wish that I was a virgin makes no sense. Many of us were molested at like 3 years old. We never was a virgin. But does that mean that we are not worthy of experiencing love just because somebody took advantage of us when we were a child? I don't understand where this reality came from. That's all I'm saying. I want to experience brand new. I don't want to know what people from the past think of me every day. I don't want to be constantly reminded of it. I don't want people asking me ridiculous questions like, have I ever been a prostitute? And I swear to God, the things that you men have questioned women about have been so demeaning. Just it insults me because I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Where is the intuition? You mean to tell me that you couldn't tell the difference between myself? Some First of all, I would be rich if I were a working girl during my 20s without a drug problem. I would be rich. I would be sitting on stacks when I wouldn't have ever had to it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't get that. Like and it hurts. It actually hurts. It does. When somebody has opened up their heart to you and you question them in that way, and it just feels like somebody is just driving a stake through your fucking heart. That is not love. Loving somebody unconditionally, that is love. And I'm sorry, women should not be judged for having children. That is the dumbest thing ever. I just won't stand for it. I was not a hoe. I was a mother. I've had five, I would say, guesstimate, I've had 5 to 6 sexual partners in my life. That is it. 5 to 6 total. And then people will say, well, you just ain't never been in no real relationship. I can't believe that. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. Neither have you, though. Neither have you. For you to even be saying this to me, you couldn't even possibly understand what real love is. I know, and I haven't even experienced it, but I know it's something way different than what you men are doing. I don't want somebody within the box. I want somebody outside of the box. Because right now, I don't feel that Pandora's box is open. I feel that we are inside of Pandora's box trying to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, please just have this vision with me. At least one of you men on this earth, please be like me. Don't be like your fellow man. Those men are confused. They set up these ridiculous rules and literally try to destroy a human being for giving birth and loving her children. Open up your eyes so that you can see that that is wrong. I would rather be on here every day turning you off sexually, talking about this. I don't want you to have sex with me. I don't want any man on this earth to want to have sex with me at all. I don't, until you learn how to love. Until you learn how to actually love and you put that crap away. Put all of the crap that you was taught by the church, all that crap about witches, all that crap about women, all that crap about all of it, put it away, and then we can experience real love. Other than that, All we're doing is experiencing hatred. I want something better for myself, for this world. This is ridiculous. Don't bring Tommy Sotomayor's bullshit into my bedroom. Don't even talk to me if you're thinking about stuff like that, because he's confused. And where does the confusion come in? It's the judging of the women and not the men. But I understand why it's on our shoulders, women. I understand why. But then again, I don't understand why, because many of us were asleep. We didn't know how to be a woman. That's why I didn't get married in my 20s, because I and it's not, I mean, it's not like you have to look at us like we're feral animals or something. Like, what the hell? That's all I'm saying. I don't want to be with somebody where I have to make him feel better about something that he heard about me in the past that don't even mean nothing. That was more than likely twisted, and it was a lie. I don't even have the capability. I feel very uncomfortable. In fact, I guess you could say that it's a sexual dysfunction. I actually have a fear of sleeping with men. I have a fear. So if I let you in, to me, it's special. To you, it may not be special, but to me, it is. I don't have sex with a lot of men. That's the whole point. And when you come to me and you treat me like I'm just a damn hoe, that's very traumatizing, because I'm not used to it. If I were used to being treated that way, I wouldn't be saying anything. I would just sit up here and go, okay, I'm unworthy. I was young once and stupid. I should be punished the rest of my life. Please punish me forever. We don't have to experience anything real or any real happiness. Just punish me. Because after all, you're not my man, you're my father, right? You're the emperor. And the emperor says, look, this is what I will accept. The emperor says that, right? And I'm supposed to just say, okay, because I screwed it all up. And it's like, but I was ready to experience love, and I would have never brought up any of that had it not been brought to my attention. I was never interested in any of those shenanigans. And if I think that a man is going to bring those kind of shenanigans into my life again, I can tell you I'm going to stay away from you. I don't have to be constantly reminded of anything. Everybody has the right. All of us have the right of a new beginning. That's what I set out for. I set out for a new beginning, and people just tried to trample all over me, didn't understand me. If it were not for my spirits and my spirit guides, I wouldn't have made it. I would have just said, screw it. If this is the way it's going to be, I don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, like, the second that I tried to experience love after years and years of just, raising my children, which was why I kind of wish that I hadn't waited. But then again, you realize, oh, okay, I see why I waited, because evidently waiting is what brought me to certain people. But then when you get brought to those certain people, they don't understand you at all. All they understand is man code and the Bible. That's all they get. They don't understand it. It's all about you supposedly, maybe having this false, it's not even a false image. I was the woman that you wanted me to be. You turned me into a hoe, and then now you expect me to not act like one. It's traumatizing because it's abnormal. being born, and being born into this world, and for everybody to see you is just a sin. It's a sin how you got here. We born in sin. Oh, we should just die. Oh, are we gonna die this week? Is it the end of the world yet? Like, I don't look at life like that. And I don't look at people like that. I know for a fact that there were programs that were put into place. For example, let's talk about the men that made mistakes and went to prison for something. You don't see how the same thing that affected you systematically affected me. And not that it would even compare. This world, pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes for their statistics. They push for it. And you have to push back. You have to say, my life, my terms. I don't have to go along with society. No, no, I don't have to do that. I don't have to go along with society that says that a woman should just allow a man to humiliate her and for her to not say anything back, for her to just be subservient. I'm not, see, if I did that spiritually, technically, I would be bowing down to that demon. And I can't do that because it's wrong. And I would rather die alone. I've had so many of these Christians and so many of these men come to me and say, "You're gonna die alone." Good, at least I'll be happy. At least I'll be happy. If I die alone because you Christians curse me to do that, at least I'll be happy while I'm doing it because I'm living outside of your confusion. Seriously. And I don't even have a fear of dying alone, but it's kind of like when you look around, the only thing people want to do is be able to get something over on you or judge you. That's all I'm saying. I want us to start loving better. It's like every day, all I see is the systematic, dogmatic things instead of saying, you know what, tapping into that area that says, as a man, I was wrong. I should not have done that. I actually facilitated all of that behavior in you. As a woman, you are emotional. You are strong. And I'm sorry that I did that to you. Why is it that none of them know the right thing to say or to do? Literally, when a woman is willing to forgive you and all you can do is throw expectations at her, expectations that and to try to make somebody feel as though they're classless, or they don't have enough sense, or they're stupid. It's like, yeah, I totally understand how to be a woman and how to be respectful. I'm not stupid. But if you were respecting me, then none of that would have happened. I'm not some freaking crazy wild animal. That's why I refuse to respond to any of these people ever again. Ever again. Because it was almost like I was a little like a pin cushion, like, ooh, poke her and see if she reacts. And it's funny, right? It's so funny. It's hilarious, right? Good Lord. I didn't sign up for that. I didn't come to YouTube for fuckery. The fuckery was brought to me. I came on here because I'm trying to fucking save the world. And I know that somewhere out there, on some level, there is that perfect person that fucking understands me. No woman wants to be with a man sitting up there saying, no man should ever say to a woman that they have 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies. That is the most disgusting. So you're mad because more than one man wanted me? I don't understand it. Everybody has to be cookie cutter. It's not like I've went out and I have and literally nobody listens to me. Like I can't stand it when I feel like nobody's listening. I can't, oh my God. I want eventually, y'all, I'm gonna be practicing from another country. Eventually, eventually I'm gonna be and I got to leave this place. I've got to leave America because I think that America is cursed. It just I've always suspected that Haiti cursed America, and they did. They cursed this country because people in this country, and I know that there's other countries or other continents that have these strange values, and it seems like all over the globe it is men with these weird values, and they're going to punish you for them. Literally, as a woman, I could be beheaded if I was in another country. And I feel trapped. I feel trapped with a bunch of men that I'm supposed to want, but they're not actually giving me what I need emotionally. You have to get like, why are we all experiencing these weird arrangements where there's no emotional connection and no healing energy at all? It's just trauma and agreements, programming. That's it. Why can't we be free and be in nature and just fucking enjoy each other? Why? And you know what? I'm having deja vu right now. That's all I'm saying. I'm not like, and even saying this, they get upset. You know what? Trust me. It's the same thing as when a woman tells a man that they love them and the man gets upset and goes into a fucking rage. It's because he's obviously possessed by a demon. For me to sit and have this conversation is priceless. This is something that we all deserve. Instead, it's no, you will be judged based upon your actions that I don't, look, there is nothing that I have done. Okay. And I've done things to where, and I've apologized for anything that I've done when I've lost my temper while I was being judged and traumatized. I have done nothing in the past that I should be ashamed for or feel bad for. Nothing. I have done nothing. I can't think of anything. And you know what? Yeah, we all have done things that we're not proud of. And it just seems like everybody gets a pass instead of Jamila. Everybody gets patience and love and trust and understanding except for Jamila. Even though I give so much, I am worthy of being understood. And I know that the right person for me is going to fucking understand me. First of all, most of us that were born in the 70s, we were raised feminists. It made sense for most of us. It was a part of our pop culture. It was a part of culture for us to sleep with women. They even made songs and the programming, but you would sit there and go, yeah, I know what us men actually forced you to do. And we may have even enjoyed watching you do it. But now I'm just going to judge you, punish you, tell you that you're stupid, basically, in so many words, treat you as if you can't do nothing right when you tried to do everything right. That just, I just want a new beginning. Jesus, I just want to cut the cord and move on. The kids are grown now. Lord help me. Good Lord. I can't. And I got this pain. I got this pain because all of us, none of us have had love, not even our parents. They didn't even want to be around us. They thought that getting up every day, sending us to school, that was it's all about the responsibility. You got to be responsible. Do the responsible thing. What's the responsible thing? Society says it's this. For example, the fact that I don't have a job and never will have one. I have a business ordained by God, and society will say, you don't have a job. I don't have a job, but yet you've been stalking me and throwing your negative energy at me for the past 10 years, but I don't have a job. Oh, trust me, I've had a job my whole life that I never got paid for. I should be a fucking billionaire. I've taken so many people's shit. I have taken so many people's shit. I have taken on people's problems. I have absorbed people's shit. I have filtered people's bad shit. I've protected people that wasn't even thinking about protecting me. I have done a lot. God damn it. I deserve every goddamn dime that I make on this channel. That's why I want to be alone. I don't want to be bothered with none of these people no more. You fake. You're fake. I'm going to be honest with you. Mother Earth is so disappointed. You know what? The day that she lets go of this shit and she says, fuck it, this world, this earth will die because there will be no energy. The energy is just all fucked up on this planet, man. God, please, Scotty, beam me the fuck up. For real, please, get me the fuck off of this planet. I swear to God, man, what is going on? I gotta take a break. I'll be right back. There should never be a day where a woman regrets being born a woman. You know, no wonder we got so many people doing sex changes and stuff because it's fucked up. No woman should have to be ashamed of being born a woman. No woman should have to say, damn, maybe it was a mistake being born a female. That's what you men do to us. That's why I swear I don't want to have sex. I don't want to be touched. I just want somebody to respect and quit violating. Y'all, that's all men do these days is violate the woman. You can't wear a dress too short. Don't show too much cleavage. You're showing too much. You're doing too much. No, I'm doing exactly the right thing, especially right now. What I am saying is going to save so many people. Sadly, I'm a martyr. It's okay, though, guys. It's okay. When I leave this earth, what I care about is opening as many people's eyes as possible And I want to make sure that my daughters and my sons experience something different than this bullshit. That's all I care about. I don't give a fuck if I'm attractive to you. I don't give a shit if I'm making every man's penis soft right now. I will sacrifice everything so that I can show y'all what the fuck we were supposed to be doing, and then I can leave this earth. Because when I'm done with it, I'm done with it. And Jamila will still be alive, but my spirit and my essence, because I feel like they're going to keep me alive as long as possible. Feel like in about another 30 years, I'll just be a fucking slave. But, you know, this is my fucking legacy to try to get you people to understand what love is and how you are fucking it up. You are fucking it up, man. Just and just please leave me alone. Let me work. So I'm gonna sit here and get some readings done, you guys. You guys can contact me if you need readings. I don't want. I'm done with that. I'm meant to be a martyr. This is what is meant for me because every man is gonna question me. No man is just. And I don't even want to take the chance. I don't want to take the chance of him pretending to be the person for me, and then for me to be let down and for him to go, hey, you thought I loved you. Well, guess what? I'm here to judge you. I swear, love is more exciting than that bullshit. I don't know what the fuck. It's like, what am I in a circus show? Like this morning, it was so weird. I woke up to some bullshit. And then for some reason, Jacob was in his room and he was just going, ah! He was playing a game, but I could hear it from his room. And it was literally like I woke up to a fucking nightmare. And I was like, what the fuck? So we all know that Jamila is valuable. We all know that Jamila is worthy. We all know that. We all know that I'm smart. I don't need to have a man validate that for me. And I've said it so many times, but men want to be the person to validate us and make an honest woman of us. Well, I made an honest woman of myself when I left somebody that I knew I didn't want to be with, and he wanted to trap me by having children. So, you know what? I'm not a regular woman. I'm on God status. Fuck it. You got to be a god. The only people I'm be having sex with is the gods. I don't want you earth men. No, I am. That's just what it is. Fuck it. I'm tired. I am. I can't. I can't. I can't do it. I cannot. I can't do it because you know what? The problems that we had were created by your fellow men. I can't never chance being in a relationship with a dude and his man's being able to tell him that he saw me down the street a week ago, and I'm gonna get my ass whooped because you believe and trust other lying ass men and hoes than me. So let's give you the layman's term for it. I'd rather just be a fucking martyr and a fucking goddess and sit up here and make my goddamn money. And I'm gonna say something to the church. Y'all not gonna keep fucking with my money. When I become a millionaire, I don't want none of you men that acted like that. You walked up to me and said, why did you love these children that you conceived in your womb? Well, I didn't even know you back then. I didn't know that I didn't know. What the fuck? And well, why weren't you a psychic? You're a psychic, right? You should have saw all this coming. Please just leave me alone while I battle the demon of fucking poverty and patriarchy. The one that is like, can we have a real conversation here? This is, yeah, I let it go. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the $5, sweetie. I wash my hands of it. You know what? But I do want to change things for the future generation. You know, a lot of the men my age, they'll die at the same time as I do. But what I'm going to leave for our children is something better. You know, yeah, according to a lot of men, well, it's already ruined. Why would it be ruined? Why can't we have a new beginning? It's already ruined. Everything is ruined. Everything didn't happen perfect. I was supposed to marry a virgin. I was supposed to have somebody that never did this or had never done that. And I'm not appreciative because, to be honest with you, I just want someone fresh and all of this. Well, then go and do that. Let me do my work for the people because I'm supposed to be guiding the twin flames and I'll do it by my fucking self. Y'all are important because that's the whole point. Twin flames are important to teach the fucking world unconditional love. There's so much that twin flames are supposed to teach the world that it's pointless for me to hide. Me and my husband, if I had one, we ain't gonna fucking hide from no goddamn body. So I'll do it alone. I will help this world before I leave this. And I don't have a death sentence. I don't have AIDS or no shit like that. I'll be here for a long time, but it won't be just about this. I'll be in my 50s soon, and then my 60s, and then my 70s, then my 80s, then my 90s. I'll be an old lady that has done her job, and I can leave this earth, be reborn, and I will definitely have every goddamn, because I'll come into a better world. In fact, you know what? When I leave this earth at about the age of 80 and 90, I'm not going to come back until I see shit is better. Unless God tells me to and say, okay, we need you to go back because these people just, and can you imagine what people, like, I swear to God, I can't do it no more. I can't, y'all. Yeah, Miss L, you can call me, sweetie. You should get a relocation astrology report to find out where you should head for love, business, etc. Oh, girl, I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm just gonna go with my spirits. For me, I know that, when I look around, all I see is hate and judgment on this earth. And, I have always felt that I was born to do something. And trust me, there was many, many, many nights, even as a child, where I didn't have a lot of guidance physically, as far as like in my family, as far as what I was supposed to be doing. But as I got older, I realized, and I realized this through seeing all of these people on this earth walk around so confused and under mind control. And I've always known that this is what I'm supposed to do. And fuck it, like I said, I'm strong enough. I've been strong enough. I was strong enough in 2018 to help so many people. Last year, I was weakened. I was weakened in 2019 purposely. Why? For that fucking demon to continue to do this shit. This year, I'm taking all my goddamn power back. Kiss my ass. Look, don't love me. Don't listen to me. But for the people that are going to listen for me, I'm going to make sure that I am in tip top shape for them because they deserve it. They want it. They're not willing to go along with this damn systematic marriage and expectation of this and that when literally all you people do is manifest bad shit in y'all life because y'all paranoid about it happening. So, and that's just like, let me give you the logic. If you continue to fucking accuse somebody of cheating on you, they're going to eventually do it. So that they won't violate their morals and values, they have to leave you because eventually, you're going to break that person. You're going to, because men do it all the time. They say they don't want hoes, but they marry them. They say they don't want, they say they don't respect hoes, but they listen to them and they don't listen to us. Fuck you if you're not listening to me. There's many people out there that are, and that is what I am here for. I'm not going to put my mission aside for no bullshit. I'm going to, because I believe in it. And if you a man, you either got to be rocking with me or either you against me. I'm sorry. Especially with men, I'm being very careful with y'all because y'all don't make the right decisions. You don't. Y'all are sitting up here putting us through hell based upon what? Based upon what? That I kissed a girl in the past, so I deserve to just get beat and just kill me then. Jesus, I don't get it. But they keep you alive to do. So you know what you do? You say, fuck it, I don't care. That's what you say. Because I'm not on no bitter shit. This ain't got nothing to do with me being hurt like those other women that are sitting there alone. No, I'm doing this because I want to put my energy into making this world a better place for my children. I don't want my daughters to be crying because some fucking man had sex with her and then judged her. Because guess what? You had sex too. This is something I swear to God, my whole life. I can't do it. Y'all should see what I'm doing right. I have you ever been a woman and experienced this experience where you thought you were just being wild and free and just going with the flow and you have this sexual experience with this man and he judges you because the Bible says that you should feel bad about any sex outside of marriage. You should feel bad. Thank you, Sarah Nasud. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot because I just, but it seems like the ones that's why I said statistically, especially with me being a witch and me being very strong and being very opinionated, there's a lot of men out here that could not fucking swallow me or my energy. What and you know what? I wouldn't have been so aggressive had they not been accusing me of everything. So I'm not gonna walk away and say, well, yeah, I'm bad. I shouldn't have. Yeah, I've done bad things that I've apologized for, but that doesn't mean that I'm some overall fuck up. Like I was responding to you. Excuse me for giving a fuck. Excuse me for caring. You know what? I'd rather do this. How about I not respond at all? How about I not care at all? And I knew it was going to be a battle. I saw that coming. That was the only thing I needed to see coming was that battle, which was why I started only dabbling in witchcraft. What was it, like 13 years ago? I'd rather give myself to the craft than to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then have my money. I want money. If somebody asks me to choose between having a relationship with one of these men on this earth that do nothing but judge us, I would rather just fucking be rich. It seems like my whole life I've been so-called choosing love, but every single time it bit me in my ass. And when it was all said and done, there was not anything done to heal the relationship. It was all about blame, blame, blame. You did this, you did that, you reacted emotionally. So it's really all about you not reacting emotionally because it's like some fucking alien that said that human beings should not be emotional when it comes to love. This is business. Love is love, excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry. Love is not a business. What? No, no. So don't even apply yourself at all because I swear to God, if I ever have another man disappoint me ever again, Because most of the time, you men, you know what a woman needs and expects, but you're going to purposely not give her what she needs because you just want you. And I really can't be with somebody that don't listen to a goddamn thing that I say. That's why I don't want to give myself to anybody, because then it turns into, I don't really value what you're saying. In fact, I can go and listen to somebody else and take what they say as gold, but when it comes to you, I want to barely listen. And I can sit up here and say, well, it was because of witchcraft. Somebody did something to make you not listen to me. But when you think about it, if it was meant to be, would that witchcraft affect you that way? No, you would take your love for me and you would do something different with it. So, you know what? I think I want to I'm going to do a Lilith invocation right now, because Lilith represents the woman that is all of us, that, especially when you're dealing with a narcissistic man, being able to discard you at any time, and, feeling comfortable with doing that and saying, well, I'm a man and this is a man's world. And if you want your life to be okay, and it's like, I don't need a man to make money or to eat. I don't need a man to feed me. So that's what we're gaining independence and equality from. And I will not have any of you men that do that. That's why so many women are like political lesbians, because they tried to love you men and y'all made it impossible for us to love you, actually, for us to, and it's so frustrating for a man to listen to another man above you. So you listen to somebody that hates you, that you can't trust, as opposed to somebody that loves you. And you add it on top of it, and it's just you're just hurting people. That's what you men are doing. You're hurting people. And y'all will even say, oh, that person's hurt. Yeah, I did that. I'm proud of the fact that I hurt this person. That's something to be proud of. Okay. And then we have men that go out of their way to make sure that nobody else loves or wants you. And I've had that happen. And I don't want a man that's stupid enough to listen to that shit. Men cannot fucking trust other men. Hell, we can't even trust you. What makes you think you can trust each other? But they go by their standards. If you're a man and you're arguing with me publicly, I'm gonna fucking argue back with you. Duh. The fuck, I'm a mammy. I'm supposed to sit up here and let you disrespect me in front of all these people and shit. Ain't gonna happen. And I'm not gonna sit up here and fucking pretend that somebody can do that and still call themselves my partner. You're not. My partner died evidently at birth. He died. Kind of like, it reminds me of that movie, The Village of the Damned. You remember one of the special children that were born? And it was a boy that had lived. Instead, I'm that little boy that was in that movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm that little boy that was mourning over the little alien girl that had died, because one of the women that gave birth to the children, to these special children, she had actually, the baby was born dead, and he was the only one that didn't have a. It doesn't matter. When I leave this earth, There it is. There it is. Okay, now y'all should be able to hear me because I had accidentally came back in from another browser. Listen, this is how I feel about this at this point. Like I was saying, whoever was supposed to help me and assist me on this plight to save children, number one, and to save women and to help women and to also save love, they died. So if you ever wonder, because people will say, well, why is she alone? Why is she alone in this fight? Because he died. He's not here anymore. So you know what? I'll be alone. It's good. I'll be a rich alone, bitch. I'll be a rich bitch, but I'll be alone. Untouchable. Don't touch me. Don't even try to touch me. Because the women on this earth, you have been taken into this fucking bondage and slavery. And I just, it's just hate. You're in the bondage of hate. And I don't have any, like I got to deal with, I have to deal with my clients and their issues. I have to deal with my family alone, my mother who's doing things. I have to deal with everything alone, and I'm strong enough to do it. It's all good. I just really hope eventually one day that the fake God of the Bible would stop putting fucking more on me than I need. I'll be glad when that shit is completely thrown out. I probably have what, another 40 years? Hell, at least I'll have money. You know, because my spiritual husband, the dude, the person that was supposed to be helping me with this shit and helping me with these cases, he's only here in spirit. That's it. And I'd like to connect to him because obviously I must believe in him on some level, even though he's not here in the physical. I am literally physically alone. So, you know what? Sometimes my friends may come by and they may have to help me pick up the house a little bit because my son can't continue to help me. So, once the children are out of the home, it leads things to not being done. So that's the judgment. It may take me a few more days to get laundry done because I'm already dealing with so much by myself. I raised 3 kids by myself while the father ran around and played around with his fucking life. It's okay. That part of it I'm over. The part that I am accepting is that I am in this spiritual battle alone. And if you are another witch, you think that's funny. You know what? Walk in my goddamn shoes then. To actually sit up here and look at all these confused people in this world and to want to help, but to have nobody there helping you and you're literally doing it alone. You know what? Women have done it before alone. Shit. You know what? My upper back is hurting. You know why my upper back is hurting? Because my wings are trying to materialize. I am not a fucking regular person anyway. None of us are. A lot of us aren't. But I just feel really heavily with that in like a lot of the cases that I'm working. I feel that somebody should be helping me with this shit. Instead, men go around and say, praise Jesus, amen. And that's it. And nothing's being done. You still have people starving, dying. Everybody, the whole world is miserable. And I'll do it by myself. Even if my own fucking heart has to explode, fuck it. I'll sacrifice myself like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And I deal with a lot. And I don't want my clients to think that they're a burden because you're not. You're a blessing. You see, that's the whole problem with the way the shit that we were born into. Instead of our fathers being able to see us as a blessing, we were a burden. Everything is a burden. When I get paid from my clients, You know that I don't sit up here and go, oh Lord, I got to deal with this shit again. It's an amazing experience for me. I love what I do. And if I got to be made fun of, people throw shit at me, people throw rotten tomatoes at me and the naysayers and shit, I know what I'm doing and I know what my mission is. All of us were born with a mission in life or a life purpose. This is my life purpose. And Twin Flames, I'm going to help you as much as possible. I have no biasness just because my twin is obviously dead. He died at birth. And then literally, I think that the first fucking 5 years of my life, that was probably why I was crying so much, because something happened. Because right now, in this reality that we are living in, I am fighting a spiritual battle that I shouldn't be doing by myself. And you know why? Because I'm up for the challenge and I'm not lazy. I don't feel right, even though my children are safe. I don't feel right about women being attacked out of their mind. They attack you with so much that so many women lose their mind, and these men are entertained by it. That is who my heart is with. These women that need my fucking help, and their children that are crying out for help. And for you to ignore that and selfishly eat and get fatter and fatter while fucking kids are out here starving because they've been left behind and thrown out. I can't do it. I am going to have a head full of gray hair before I die. So the next time people want to make fun at me or feel satisfied that I'm alone, that whoever it was that was supposed to be healing me and nurturing me is dead. I want you to think about number one, that I'm rich. So I'm a rich alone bitch. But guess what? They gonna give me the money. They're gonna give it to me. You understand me? And I'm gonna help the people that y'all hurt every fucking day. So let's battle. I wanna battle this demon of poverty, this demon of patriarchy, and this demon of anti-trust and anti-love. And if you kill me, fine. But my death will not fucking be in vain. Okay, guys, it's time for me to go take a shower. Y'all know where I'm at. I right now, what I need is to work. Okay, I don't need you guys feeling sorry for me. I'm not going through anything. I need to work. I have to pay my bills for my family. Okay, right now I'm still at that point. The struggle will be over soon because I can see the fucking light at this point. I can see the fucking light. So, yeah, I am strong. Yes, I am powerful. The only thing that I want to talk about is dealing with this shit. If you are a twin flame and you're in that situation and you need healing, because some of y'all, even though your twin flame didn't die, they came in, they got programmed horribly. You felt that connection with them, but that connection cannot be. I've got healing for that. Yes, I can help you with your relationship with them, but I'm gonna be honest with you, some of them 20, 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, something happened and maybe it's just not meant for you to be with them, even though you want to. There is a way to heal. I want to heal you guys. So if you guys, y'all know where I'm at when y'all need me because it's the only thing that heals me. I couldn't wake up on another day and just allow this to keep going down. I'm going to make this world, I'm guesstimating that I've got another 50 years on this earth. I'm going to make this world better, not just for my children, but everybody's children, so that a woman doesn't have to feel stupid. She doesn't like you know that this demon forces y'all to call women stupid that love you, and all this judgment for unconditional love. This is what places our children in danger. That's what makes it dangerous. What is the point in giving birth if your children are going to be set up on a fucking program that leads them, either poor, broke, hungry, or sick? Y'all are okay with bringing children into this world and making them sick also, which opens up a whole other can of worms as to what we're dealing with. And it's okay because I can handle it. Okay. And God knows what I can handle because I went through a lot of trauma. And it's true. I am a healer. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm able to heal myself. I do it all the time, you know? So it's all good. I'll see y'all later. The next time y'all see somebody cracking on High Priestess Jamila for being alone, just know that my husband died before I even met him, obviously. And there's probably nobody on this earth, according to y'all romantical values, that will ever understand and trust me. So so for me, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Okay. So anyway, I gotta go. You know what? Whether I've been trying to resurrect him for years, thinking that he would actually come to my door, but for some reason, maybe it's being blocked out of the etheric realm. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, to be honest with you, if he physically died at birth or something, then that would mean that I would have to take his particular spirit and put it into somebody else, and then so that would be sacrificing the life of another. And trust me, I would do that, but I think that it would make me just as worse as the people that we're battling against, as the entities that we're battling against. Now, I've been told that since I don't have a husband on this earth that is going to help me through this, that I should just either accept sex, or either sex that ain't going to ever go anywhere, which is understandable. So, but when it comes to sex, it's way too sacred. I would rather have sex with a ghost. Seriously, I would rather have my spiritual husband here with me, bringing in clients for me. You know what I'm saying? And, that's what he wants to do. That's what he does all the time. And working those cases together because he loves and cares about children and women just as much as I do, to the point where he would never want to see a woman suffer because, well, the Bible said it, and Tommy Sotomayor said it too. So damn it, you must fucking suffer on YouTube. You are the scourge of society. No, you're not doing anything good for the earth. And we're going to make sure that the demon that created all of that chaos is going to be revered and honored. Well, guess what? It's a different story over here. This is the real story. So we're battling that shit and we're doing it every day. And I am here to help. Hey, Greg. That's a good question. Hold on a minute. I believe that my Saturn might be in Gemini, but I'll have to check. Hold on, let me see real quick. That's a good question. Yeah, I think that the key is going to be the Geminis. I think that when it comes to twin flames, I just be glad when that whoever that president is that calls it's not just the president. This world has become increasingly evil. It's made it very difficult to live in this world, especially for me because I've got such an important job to do. And I'm constantly being interrupted, constantly. Even when I come on here to try to do readings, even when I come and try to do readings, they're constantly interrupting me. Hold on. I've got to look at this real quick, y'all, for Nikita. And then I'm going to get out of here, okay? Because I got to go take a shower and I got to get me some coffee. And then also, you guys know that I've got to have a car. I know that there's people that don't want me to go too far, but so I've been removing. I think it's been weird. It's been some kind of transportation curse or something. It's so weird. I got to get with my spiritual husband about that too. Be one of them old ladies sitting up there talking to myself. People gonna think I'm crazy. Who is she talking to? I'm talking to my husband. Okay, hold on. Let's see. So my Saturn is in Leo. I didn't even know that my Saturn was in Leo, but it's in Leo. No wonder I'm so damn. What do you call that? I'm not treacherous. I'm just kind of. It's not treacherous at all. I'm not treacherous at all. But what's the word that I'm looking for? Vicious. I can be very vicious. What do you think that that means, Nikita? Do you have some kind of interpretation for it? That would be my interpretation. Because Saturn, that is the planet that governs over what? Okay, hold on. Let's look it up because it's right here. Okay, it represents contraction and effort, your position of authority. So, reading about myself in a position of authority, she likes and assumes responsibilities. She receives favors from patrons who recognize her merits, or similarly, she receives honors in return for well accomplished tasks. The weaknesses would be abuse of power and little feeling in the workplace. I don't know what little feeling in the workplace means. I definitely have never abused my power, but yeah, I'm a Leo rising as well. Uh huh. If it said she said if it's in your first house, it can make you mean. No, my first house, I'm a Cancer. Cancers, Leos are not mean though. Y'all think Leos are mean? Some of them can be mean. It just depends. I don't. I think that it depends on if you're dealing with a responsible Leo. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. I'll see y'all later. Yeah, I actually like Leos. They're very loyal. Leos are very loyal people. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. I'll try to come back for some readings. I'm gonna like take a shower, eat something, you know, get dressed and stuff. Cause to be honest with you, I had a, it just, yeah, I had a rough morning already, to say the least. Okay. But you know how everybody like to put everything off on me. Was he? You gonna have to tell me about that Miss L returns because actually Cancer men are very different than the women. They are very different. But I gotta go, y'all. Bye.